So happy to see you in 2022, and I hope you have all had a great start of the year. So I welcome all of you to our weekly Community of Practice Sunday check-in session, a half hour of Dharma, reflection, and community connections. If you are a new member of our community, please accept our wholehearted welcome to you. If you have any questions regarding our practices and topics, we're all here to help. So it is customary for people in Australia to begin any meeting by acknowledging the traditional owners of our land. So in the spirit of reconciliation, I would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land we work, study, and reside on, the Wudi people of the Daro Nation. I pay my respects to their elders, past, present, and to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders people of the day. And I also pay my respect to the traditional custodians of the various lands on which you all are. So the check-in sessions has been developed by our community. The purpose of these sessions is develop a reflective practice in response to changes. Guided by humanistic Buddhism, we would like to cultivate our practices and to build memorable friendships. So thanks for the suggestion from Stephen and Warren. This year, we put an overarching purpose for the first half sessions. So apart from the weekly topics, we would like to invite you to ponder on how we can connect our discussions to our daily lives. So last week, Venerable Juewei has led us to look backwards and inwards to recall and recover the abundance of last year from our heart. This week, she will guide us and inspire us to look inward, to look forward and outward. So let's welcome Juewei.
Thank you, Yijun. My dear friends of the weekly Sunday check-in sessions, auspicious greetings. Last week, we had an opportunity to look back at 2021 to appreciate some inward abundance in spite of trying circumstances. No words can aptly describe how moved I was listening to the courage, compassion, resilience, wisdom, and tenderness with which you handled the difficulties that 2021 hurled into your path. These humanistic values and acts can only come from your heart of abundance. May I now call on your heart of abundance again to commemorate the passing of a Buddhist leader, Thich Nhat Hanh, 2 days ago. He has been a walking symbol of peace, and his passing saddens the Buddhist world. The best way to pay tribute to a leader who advocates mindfulness, compassion, and non-violence is to practice. So today, let's begin our practice of pausing, reflection, and friendship by cultivating inner peace. As usual, let's check into our body and mind. Allow our eyes to close as we prepare the body for a quiet few moments. Relax. Relax our forehead, eyes, facial muscles, and lips. Relax our neck muscles, shoulders, upper arms, lower arms, hands, and fingers. Relax our back muscles, thigh muscles, calf muscles, feet, and toes. Relax. As we allow the body to relax, gently bring your attention to the tip of your nose and breathe. Let us now enjoy a brief period of silence. Three weeks of 2022 has slipped by. We are only left with 49 weeks. I now invite you to think out of the box. Imagine that a little voice tells you that 2022 will be your last year of life in the way we know it today. In what way or ways would you like to touch the life of some person or persons? Allow yourself another moment to reflect on this rather existential question. And when you are ready, you may gently return to the present Zoom space and open your eyes. This year, the Venerable Master reminds us to live without fear and coexist in peace. Swiss psychiatrist and psychoanalyst Carl Jung said that we wake up every day with two gremlins greeting us. One is fear and the other is lethargy. Fear says, "Do not go out there. The problem is too big for you." Lethargy says, "Chill out. You have other things to do. You can do this another day." I just want to caution everyone against hiding in distractions, for that is so easy to do these days. There are many things that may frighten us. The coronavirus and its many variants, or the inconveniences and lifestyle changes that may be here to stay. If you know that you have only 49 weeks left to get something important done, would you procrastinate? Would you be too fearful to even start? Before you travel around the world or do all the things on your bucket list, I'd like to say a few words about Venerable Master's coexist in peace part of this year's New Year message. Those words lead me to recall the humanistic Buddhist values of bodhicitta. For bodhicitta reminds us to set resolutions in the quest of truth for the sake of all beings. That is, from an abundant heart that cares about the world and others. Let me share a little story with you. Venerable Master loves animals. Whenever he comes to Nantian Temple, he will feed the seagulls. Once the Master told us that we must not feed seagulls only leftover food, which we do. Instead, we should fry rice for them. And because these seagulls live in the West, we must fry it with butter so that it will be of familiar and attractive fragrance. The Venerable Master shows us how we can live with a heart of abundance, seizing every moment without fear and coexisting with every being in peace. Can we live 2022 in gusto? I look forward to seeing your insights in the chat stream after the breakout sessions. Back to you, Yijin.
Okay, thank you, Venerable Juewei. So now, as what Venerable just guided us, let's try to think outside of the box. So imagine that a little voice tells you that 2022 will be your last year of life in the way we know it today. So in what ways would you like to touch the life of some persons? Allow yourself to reflect on this rather existential question. So now we will be placed in groups of 3 to 4 to share and discuss. In the discussion, we do recommend you spending some time to get to know about each other and then discussing our question. There will be some Zoom notifications to guide you, but feel free to let the flow of your discussions to guide you. Our sessions are guided by Metta, which is unconditional love and kindness for all sentient beings. So let's use those breakout sessions to express and receive loving kindness to and from one another, and take time to pause, share, and listen. We will also ask you to share some of your findings with a larger group at the end of breakout session. So now let's go to our breakout rooms for rich and nourishing discussion. See you all back in 15 minutes.
Hello everyone, welcome back. I hope you had a nourishing discussion in the breakout room. It's now time to share your insights in the chat. So for those of you who are new, this is an opportunity for you to share whatever came to you during the breakout session and put it in the chat. Yes, tread lightly on the world. Thank you, Priscilla. Certainly something that Thich Nhat Hanh has taught us. Being in the moment. Yes, letting go of the fear of death. Thank you, David. And Leah talks about start where we are, benefit whoever is around us. Certainly. In our group, we spoke about being present for everyone. Yes. Okay, it's only 1 minute left, so please keep your comments going in the chat while I hand back to Yijun to help us check out.
So thanks everyone. We really hope the check-in session was helpful to you, and we hope you experience unconditional love and compassion of this community. But for anyone who might be experiencing a greater need than what today could meet, please don't hesitate to get in touch with us, and you can also reach out to the professional organizations on the screen. So before we check out today, I would like to draw attention to this fantastic event that will happen in 2 hours later, about 2 hours later. Venerable Juewei will deliver a lecture to an interfaith audience today at 2 p.m. AEDT. In this lecture, Venerable will share what she believes to be her best story of the evolution of the term humanistic Buddhism, and she plans to record the evolution of COPs. So everyone so now the registration is full, but everyone can watch this live on Facebook, and I will send the link to the chat box. So as we check out today, let's recite the dedication of merits together to send love and compassion to whoever in need.
Let us now dedicate the goodness of what you have done to all living beings. May kindness, compassion, joy, and equanimity pervade all worlds. May we cherish and build affinities to benefit all beings. May Chan, Pure Land, and precepts inspire equality and patience. May our gratitude and humility give rise to great vows.
So thank you everyone for joining us. Now we will have our usual post-check-in discussion. So please stay around if you have time. Otherwise, see you all again next Sunday at 11 a.m. And also, please remember to consider how our discussions today can be applied into our daily lives.